starts now.
Thanks for sticking with us here at 7:30. It's our Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. But sometimes those firearms end up in the hands of people who are banned from having them by the court system. Usually happens in a process known as straw purchasing, when someone illegally buys a gun on behalf of someone else who can't own one. Think about the number of times we've told you someone is charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. According to the Giffords Law Center, there are more than 30,000 attempted straw purchases every year. That's why multiple law enforcement agencies and gun stores in Charlotte have joined a national campaign to raise awareness about these illegal purchases and the penalties you could face for them. You may have seen some billboards around town with the slogan, "Don't lie for the other guy."
The Don't Lie for the Other Guy program helps ATF educate hardworking employees at firearm retailers so they are better prepared to spot and deter illegal straw purchases. We're very proud of our long and cooperative relationship with the entire law enforcement community, and we are proud to assist in their efforts to combat the criminal acquisition and the misuse of firearms.
Now, a lot of times people who buy guns for those who aren't allowed to have them are being paid for that. They buy from licensed dealers and then illegally sell them. So officials believe the law-abiding dealers are the first line of defense against straw purchases.
So here's how it works. You walk into a gun shop like this one, or a sports store, or any federally licensed firearms dealer, and you fill out the paperwork to buy a gun. And when you fill out that paperwork and you write down that you're buying a gun, but you're actually buying it for someone else, that's a straw purchase, and that's a federal crime. Just recently, my office charged a former Gastonia police officer with straw purchasing a gun, and she faces 15 years in prison, or up to 15 years in prison for that crime. So I share that with a reason. This is not a prosecution that ends with a slap on the wrist.
Now, serious business, and the charge also, by the way, carries a fine of up to $250,000. You could get more charges if that purchase is made with the intent to traffic across state lines. Let's take a closer look at what the problem looks like here at home. According to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, more than half of the 27,000 firearms traced across North Carolina in 2023 were tied to illegal gun possession. And some of those guns purchased illegally in Charlotte.
Illegal firearms often end up being those guns used in homicides, robberies, shooting in occupied dwellings that are taking place and plaguing our city. Over and over again, I have community members ask me, where do these juveniles get the guns? Where do these felons get the guns that are contributing to this violent crime? Straw purchasing is one of those ways that those guns are making their way out there on the street for criminals to do what they do.
We asked CMPD for information on how many guns from straw purchases they've traced in the past year. So far, we haven't heard back. In the meantime, you're going to see these "Don't Lie for the Other Guy" billboards across the Charlotte area for the next month or so. You'll also see posters and targeted social media ads, all in an attempt to keep our streets safer.